Well, Mr. Taz, I'm absolutely flattered that you like me that much, but, I don't really date celebrity guys all that much. I'm sorry. Hey, Lex, why don't you take your friends upstairs and have Grandpa Nicholas tell you guys the Passover story? Good idea, Mama. Hey, Grandpa Nicholas. Grandma asked us to ask you to tell us the Passover story while we're waiting for the Passover Seder dinner to be ready. Well, alrighty then. Where shall I begin? Well, why don't you start at the beginning? The beginning is always the best place to start any story. Good idea, Lex. Well, you see, back in the days of the Egyptian pharaohs, the Jews were treated as lesser citizens. And, well, as you very well know, slavery has a very rich history in Africa. Oh, we know. Well, you see, on one of the Egyptian pharaoh's regular power trips, he made a royal decree that all the male children must be thrown into the Nile River. Hey, Lex. Hey, guys. What'd I miss? Hope you don't mind, but I brought Mercedes and Becky with me. Mind if we join? Of course not, Ashley. The more the merrier. We were just listening to Grandpa Nicholas tell us about the Passover story. Well, it sounds like I made it just in time then. Well, you see, fearing that she'd lose her baby, and one Egyptian woman in particular placed her young son in a wicker basket and floated him down the Nile River upstream to safety. And who was that baby by chance? Now you see, growing up alongside the heir apparent to the pharaoh, Moses only found out he was Jewish as a teenager. Hey, Lex, that's kind of like you. Hey, yeah, I guess you're right. It is like my story. When I was seeing how poorly the pharaoh's been treating his chosen people, God appeared to Moses one day while Moses was out on one of his forest strolls in the form of a burning bush, and he informed Moses on his plans on improving the lives of his people. And then what happened, Grandpa? Well, you see, God told Moses to tell the Pharaoh that if he wasn't to let the Israelites go and leave Egypt, that horrendous plagues would be bestowed upon the Egyptians until the Pharaoh caved and let the Israelites go. And did the Pharaoh heed the warning? Well, no. Actually, it took 3 plagues in order for the Pharaoh to release the Israelites. It took locusts, frogs, and the threat of losing his firstborn before the Pharaoh actually released the Israelites. After he finally gave the Israelites their freedom, it was at that point that when they left, he realized that he would have to do everything for himself, having just released his only slaves. Fearing that he would starve to death, having nobody to get his food for him, he and his army raced after the Israelites in their horse-drawn chariots, trying to cut the Israelites off before they crossed into the Promised Land. Reaching a barrier, being the Red Sea, God gives Moses the power to part the Red Sea, creating a path where there was none, so that the Israelites can escape their captivity in Egypt and reach the Promised Land. Oh, did they make it to safety? Well, yes. And as a matter of fact, as soon as the Israelites have reached the Promised Land and crossed the Red Sea safely, God closed the gateway that he created, thereby swallowing the Egyptians in a watery grave forever inside the Red Sea. Wow, Grandpa, that is so inspiring. So, did the Israelites ever reach the Promised Land? Well, yeah, they do eventually reach the Promised Land, but that's not really what we're celebrating here. So, if y'all wanna hear me tell that story, y'all come back now, you hear? Oh, we most definitely will, Grandpa. We love you. And I love you, my little Lexi girl.